Welcome back, folks. David from Sign and Slab, and I've got a kind of special one to me, at least today. So, as a set subset collector, um, I use ComC. Check out my cards, comc.com, ComC, a fair bit because it's actually a pretty great place to locate individual raw cards and also sometimes graded as well for your collection and gives you the ability to at least for periods of time kind of store that stuff off site. But as someone that likes refractors and does a little bit of player collecting, also some team collecting with Astros and Texans, uh, ComC is a platform that I use a fair bit and for the most part enjoy. One of the one of the downsides though potentially with ComC is that unlike eBay where you're able you cards are just shipped to you one at a time. ComC lets you accumulate that stuff, but it does take them a little while to ship it back to you. But when you're able to ship in bulk, especially raw cards like this, it makes it actually a lot more affordable to be able to purchase, cards that might range in price from say $1 to $10, sometimes as much as 20, in terms of things that I buy there. So anyway, I have about 50 cards that I'd accumulated for different purposes and got back this week right as I returned from the National in Chicago. So thought I would make a video, kind of talk about what some of them are, why I'd picked them up, and hopefully you'll enjoy this. So we got 2 packs of about 25 cards each. So we will get started. And I did do a little pre-sorting on these before the video just to make it a little bit easier to get through them. But we will start off with how a lot of people have now come to know me in the hobby as the Mookie guy. We'll get the rest of these out of here. And so here we go. I love refractors, and I very much enjoy collecting Mookie Betts. And so I decided that I wanted to put together the run of his sepia refractors from the various years of Topps Chrome. I've seen these for sale on eBay and PSA 10. Probably most of what I collect now is slab stuff. I'm usually shooting for PSA 10 on all of it. And just decided that was going to be too long of a hunt to try and run these down, a little bit more expensive than I really wanted. The sepia refractors are not numbered, so they're not necessarily particularly low pop. So I decided this was going to end up, ultimately being a binder type of project for me. So, first up, we've got the 2021 Topps Chrome Sepia. Next, this is just the order they came in the pack. We've got the 2019 Topps Chrome Sepia. We've got the 2018 cool looking card. We've got 2020. This was first Dodgers card. This is actually one of my favorite cards of his. Some of the color parallels that year on that card look magnificent. And then 2017. So that gives me 5 of his Topps Chrome Sepias. I have a couple of the others at home. Mookie was a rookie in 2014, but he only had black and gold refractors that year. So 2015 is his first sepia refractor. I don't think I have it yet. I know I have the 2016, but so we've got the rest of them here: 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and then I'll have a couple new ones to go for. So anyway, I think these are going to look super cool. Bindered up. So that's the first group there. Next up, I've got a 2006 red refractor of Andre Johnson. Andre Johnson's a guy that I PC, and these are numbered out of 259. Uh, one of the things that's tough about the football sets is Topps Chrome wasn't necessarily consistent in the numbering on the various colors of refractors, so that can be a little bit frustrating. But I do like anything for Andre that's like a red or a blue color match on the refractor side. So that's some stuff that I look for. Next up here, we've got a group of Nolan Ryans. So I decided that I would like to put together an autograph set of all of Nolan's base flagship Topps cards. So I had a number of them at home, but didn't necessarily have them all. I wasn't really collecting these particular sets that heavily, or I had all my cards in like 89, 90, 91 were sort of buried into sets. So anyway, Comc is a great place, especially for guys like me that do signings, to try and like find just some of the basic cards if you're working on a player collection or whatever the case may be. Or even a particular set. Some people like to get insert sets autographed. Next up are going to be probably a series of like set cards for me. So 94 Upper Deck SP, your big rookie that year was A-Rod. I had a random assortment of these laying around and was missing a handful of cards. And so I jumped out onto Comc to find the ones I was missing. Here's your Ken Griffey Jr. Some of them were like minor stars, as you could see, Ryan Sandberg, people like that. I could find these on eBay, but at the shipping of even like $1 to $3 a card, it just makes it unwieldy. Where I can pick these cards up on Comc for, normally well under $1, and then just package it up when I'm shipping other stuff to myself. Moving on, we've got 2011 Atomic Refractor, or I think that's what Crystal Atomic is what these are called. It's the only year that Topps Chrome Football made these. I'm still working on one final set of these. I think I have 3 other sets of it complete. They're numbered to 139. So this castle it had been in my account for a while, but I'll add that to my 2011 binder. My 2011 Crystal Atomic sets are all in binders. Couple others. We've got the original this is 2012, the 2012 Prism Brock Osweiler. When I was putting these sets together, he was actually popular then, so it's sort of hard to locate. Also Luke Kuechly for that. I'm getting close to done with that set. I got 4 or 5 I think to go. And then I think this blue was one of the last 2 I needed to complete my blue set. Those are numbered out of 199. The 2011 Prisms were numbered out of 216. Here, more Brock Osweiler, of course. Sepia. So in football, Sepia was numbered to 99. So actually pretty low. And then a guy, Trent Richardson, kind of disappointing career, but when you're putting the sets together, you got to have them. And then also from 2012, we've got Doug Martin. This is for a purple retail set, numbered out of 499. Just a bunch of set collecting that I've done and need some random cards to finish up. Last but not least, 2011, a Ray Rice Sepia, again numbered out of 99. But I'm actively trying to finish off some of these different sets this year. All right, that was pack 1. On to pack 2. This will probably be a little bit more player collecting type of stuff. All right, so another PC or another player collection, not a PC personal collection, but a player collection. There are some various Astros that I do collect mostly raw cards on. So we'll start with the little guy, Jose Altuve. I'm slowly but surely trying to work through some of his black. This one is from 2017. They were numbered out of 66, so they're pretty rare. But for the player collectors out there, Comc could be a really great place to find some of those tougher types of inserts, I think. Another sort of subset that I'm working on Altuve is the Heritage Chrome Black refractors. They're all numbered each year. This one is from 2015, numbered out of 66 there. So pretty cool card. All these were from Comc. Here is the 2018 Black refractor. It's numbered out of 69. And I actually had picked up a couple of those. Next up, we have a 2019 Sapphire. Again, if we go back, they've co-opted the name to be Sapphire now. But like these cards are basically the same thing. So they're calling them Sapphire now. They're originally Crystal Atomic. I guess that was too long and too unwieldy. So, but I actually love, if you're a player collector in baseball, it's tough not to like the Sapphires, I think. Then, so similar to what I did with Mookie, with Altuve, what I did was put together the Prism refractors. I've always liked the look of them. Some people told me they thought they looked like fish. That's okay. I think when we put them all together in a 9-page, they'll actually look pretty cool. So here's your 2016. Here is your 2017. Then we have 2020. I guess I should have sorted these better. 2015. This may have been the first Prism. I think we're about to find out. 2019. We've got 2018. Here is 2021 and 2022. So these are kind of things you can pick them up for $1 or so a card. Comc is a really great place to locate stuff like that, especially when you're player collecting kind of lower end items in the refractor space, or even, you know, base sets, whatever. This is a short print George Springer from 2015. You know, some of the people know some of the other Gatorade cards, like Mike Trout has one, Juan Soto has one, Salvador Perez has one, I think, and I'm sure there are other players that I'm not thinking about, but this one for Springer was always a cool card. I'll always think of him as an Astro, even though he plays for the Blue Jays now, because he was part of their first World Series team. And it, you know, it started his career here and had been a, you know, really good leadoff hitter for us for a long time. So, you know, George Springer is always going to have a special place in Houston baseball history. I just thought this was a really cool card, relatively inexpensive. It is an SP, I believe, so something that was cool just to add to kind of my Astros overall PC. Back to blacks. Here we've got, so Correa and Altuve have several cards together like this, so I decided that the best way to try to collect them was to actually pick one of the numbered parallel inserts. So black is one of the colors that I like and is pretty consistent over the year. These were numbered out of 67. So I'll be looking to kind of add these when I see them at the right price. Again, low dollar value, but it's fun to just have cards like this that I can put in a binder. And then last but not least, I have a 4-pack here of, I do a little bit of PCing on Yuli Gurriel. I just think this is an awesome picture. He's known for his hair. He's called La Pina. And so I wanted some of these. The next time he kind of crops up on a signing at a reasonable price, I'll probably throw these in. So anyway, that's my Comc stuff for the day. Hope you enjoy. If you like this stuff, Tell your friends, hit subscribe, and we will see you again very soon. Thanks.